Alright everybody, hello and welcome as always. I am Sean, this is French Island. We're going to continue with our best league in the world series as we jump into some more FIFA Ultimate Team action. We've got a little bit of stuff that we need to recap throughout the course of the week, and then we're going to continue in our quest for Cahill as we try and get that 5-star forehead across to join our A-League only, or Australian player only as well, Ultimate Team. There's a bunch that we need to recap, so let's not waste too much time. Let's jump straight in and see how the past week's gone for us. So, full disclosure, as we jump into all this sort of stuff, we've only done squad battles again because there's a whole bunch of people that were posting over the weekend everything about how hard like Ultimate Team Champs is, and I'm still getting spanked on world class by teams over 80, so I just don't think I'm ready as a player to get to that level. And I also think having an A-League only squad is really going to kind of hold us back. I've seen so many people posting their squads and they've got like 4 or 5 players from teams of the week, or they've got multiple hero cards or legend cards or icons or whatever else. And I can't help but feel in those situations, the scenarios, we're going to get our absolute asses kicked the majority of the time. But like I said, squad battles we've been going through, we didn't get through all 40 of our games this week. I think I got through about 30 or 32 or something like that. And then I just ran out of time before it closed. So we'll see where we actually finished. It looks like we finished in Elite 3, which isn't the worst thing in the world. We get 2 rare Electrum Players Packs. We get 1 Prime Mixed Players Pack and 8,000 coins. I care most about the 8,000 coins. We're at 58,000 now. We've got a new FIFA Ultimate Team to play against. We've got a new 40 games to play this week. Maybe we have another crack at it, but really I want to open up those packs first up. See who we get, see who we pull out of it, and if we get to that kind of like 100,000 mark in terms of coins, potentially we can bring in Cahill and maybe play some games with him as well. I'm not super keen on this episode or this quest for Cahill going into a third episode. I'd really like to try and get it closed out today as much as possible. So we've got our 2 rare Electrum player packs, which is both gold and silver players, and then we've got a prime mixed players pack. All of these we can sell, which is absolutely fantastic. We'll start with the rare Electrum players first. Let's fire through the 2 of those and see who we actually get. Hopefully the audio's coming through for you guys. It doesn't look like it is. The game might be on mute. We've got a centre back from, it's Kunde. I don't know too much about him. Sweet headband though. He's like a defensive Alan St. Maximin, I guess. Who else did we get? Pellegrini, Paqueta, Fortuna Stark, and then a bunch of... Oh, I've got Tom Rogic. That's interesting. But I don't think I'm going to keep him. I think what we're going to do is, instead of trying to get too many Australian players, we're just going to get special cards that are Australian players. So if there's like a Team of the Week player that Tom Rogic makes, maybe we get him then. Or maybe do I just put him in the squad for the sake of it? Let's hold on to him. Let's just put him in the squad, and you guys can let me know in the comment section below what you think I should do with Tom Rogic. But the rest we're going to sell. Alright, before we open the next 2, I'll just turn the sound back on, so hopefully you guys can hear some sort of background music, or at least menu detail. And then if we get into a game, you guys will hear some commentary with it as well, because I'm sure you're desperate to hear that. Alright, I've got Flames, that's good. A German central midfielder from Real Madrid, Tony Cruz. Please be good amount of cash. Please be a good amount of cash. 88 is the highest player that we've had so far. He's fainted. He can't believe it either. Please be able to get me like 40k for him. That's all. I don't want to be greedy. We've got Carlos Vela in that one as well as Pilaqueta, Vlachodimos, Zaniolo, Trejo. That's a good get. That's a very good get. I'm pretty happy with that one. I'm not going to lie. We are going to sell him still, to make no mistake. Unless he makes a late transfer to like, I don't know who's got cap space. Sydney FC, maybe, designated player. Oh, I should also check if Sturridge is in. Because I know they have done like an update, but I don't know if he's got a card yet. Here we go. No flames on this one. It's a Scottish left back from Arsenal, Kieran Tierney. I've had Kieran Tierney about 12 times. He just keeps coming up. So we've got Sensi, Jovic, Adero in that as well. Villarreal, whatever that means. I'll throw these guys all on the transfer list, but I don't think I'm going to get any cash for them. All right, so Cruz isn't that crash hot, to be honest, in terms of saleability. It looks like 24k is about what you can get for him. There's one here for 21.5. So I reckon we post him for 21,000 and buy it now price of 21,000. And we'll just list him for an hour because I want to try and see if we can sell him on and get something sorted. There is another opportunity. We've got a couple of SBCs that are still open from the beginner ones, but I'll have to go and check what rewards are for those packs. All right, so I've just thrown everyone on the transfer list that we've got. I started quick selling the silver guys. I just don't think we're going to get any money for them, to be honest. So we'll give it the hour. We'll see if any bids come in for them. If not, I'll probably quick sell them. But at the moment, we're at 64k, which isn't too bad. If we can try and get rid of some of these guys, Like even just Cruz under his buy now press, it gets us to 85. Like we're starting to get close. We're starting to get real close. And I'd only really need a couple of these guys to... So current bid for Kunde is 7,000, so he might be all right. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful in today's episode that we can try and get this Cahill card and try and see out the rest of the game. But what we've also got is some leftover foundation squad building challenges, which we could potentially close out. So this one here is the first 11 one. We get a rare players pack. Is that worth it? And if we finish all these hybrid leagues, though, we do get a rare mega pack. So I'm genuinely torn. I don't know what is the best solution to us actually closing this one out and getting it working. All right, I think we are going to do it because I think I can get rid of this Martinelli card that I packed and he's got loyalty, and then I can buy the rest of the positions. I just have to work it. I found a FUT bin, like, completed team that I think I can make work by changing a couple of players out here and there, and it won't cost me too much. It'd probably cost me about 2k, which is less than the pack would cost, and then I get the rare mega pack as well, and it gives us more players to maybe buy some players in. So we're wheeling and dealing. All right, so we managed to complete it. It did take me 2 goes, and I've bought a brand of Brazilian player that didn't work because of the rare players. You needed 8 in this, and I had 7, which was very frustrating, but lesson learnt. But we made it work. The solution that was on Footbin had a Lazio player here, but we're able to use the Gabriel that we got. It did mean we had to go and find a Brazilian right back who was gold and rare in a different nation. Originally, I brought Danilo from Serie A because it was just a straight swap between that thing. But thankfully, there's this guy. He's like the 1 gold rare Brazilian right back playing in a random division, which thankfully is Turkey. So we can hit submit on this one. It's going to get us a rare players pack, but it's also going to get us a mega pack, which I'm very excited about. We went over budget. We ended up spending about 12k to get that one done. Still cheaper than buying those 2 packs. The hope is that we can make more than 12k out of that and maybe get a really good player. So fingers and toes crossed. And they're tradable as well, which is awesome. All right, so rare players pack, most unique top-rated players, all in a single player. 12 items, all players, all gold, all rare, including 183 plus over rare player guaranteed. Okay, so it's a good pack to get, even though we did spend a little bit more cash than I originally intended to. Got the Flames. Swedish striker for Milan, it's Ibra. Does he get a good price, though? That's going to be interesting to see what we actually get for him. We also got Jose Guy. We also got Neto, who I just sold a second ago. It would have been great to have him a few minutes back. Nainggolan, Pereira, Gerson, who I also just sold. That's very, very frustrating, but hopefully we can get some cash back for these guys. We've also got a rare mega pack. I'm really hopeful. 30 items, all gold, all rare, including 183 plus player. Please be someone that we can get some decent cash for. I just want Tim Cahill. I don't want the world. I just want a Tim Cahill card. Like, I'm not asking for a lot. We're getting Flames. It's a Brazilian centre back from Atletico Madrid, Felipe. It's not great. He's only 84, but all these little 84s, hopefully they add up. And if I can get like 2 or 3k for each of them, we're in a great spot. We've got Pulisic. He could be great. A couple of other half-decent players. Jonathan David's in there. He's a bit of a football manager wonderkind. Miguel Almiron from the movie Goal. You might remember him. And we got a positional change one. Having had to buy a whole bunch of positional change modifiers, hopefully I can get really good cash for these. All right, we're going to quick sell the stadium items and the kits because they're just like, what's the point? I'm going to keep the contracts and the player healing stuff because we'll need to hold on to those, but the rest I'm going to get on the transfer list and we're going to fill the rest of that stuff out now. Excellent news. Just as I've gone in to set those new prices, we've sold Tony Cruz for the 21k that we put him up for. That buy now price is thankfully held. We're up to 68,000, so we're nearly there. We've got 32,000 to go before we should realistically be able to get Cahill and bring him in. All right, so transfer list is updated. We've got a little bit of time before those come through. So what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to start some of our squad battles for this week because it is tempting to start division rivals. But I think I want to make that like its own episode. Maybe we get Cahill and then Division Rivals, our first season, is next week's episode and content. I don't really know. We'll figure it out as we go. But what I'm going to do is, I've still been losing games on World Class, which is frustrating me quite a bit. If you didn't watch last week, we've been playing teams that are under 80 on Legendary and teams that are over 80 on World Class. And I don't think I've gotten to a point yet where I've played a full lot of 4 games and gotten 4 wins, which is where I really want to kind of like improve a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play all 4 of these games on World Class, and Magic Editing will jump forward to that, and I'll show you guys like what kind of results we've gotten. And then hopefully by the time that's done, some of the transfers that we've got open have gone through. We've got some more coins, and potentially we play Cahill and play this team Jewel or I don't know, JUL, whatever that actually means. But magic of editing, we're going to play these 4 games off screen now. All right, just like that, we've jumped forward 4 games. We've not played terribly by any stretch, but we'll talk through each of the ones. So the first one we played was this one against a team called Boom. We won 5-1, which is pretty impressive when you have a look at their squad. Again, only on world-class difficulty, but, you know, Timo Werner's a handful, Grealish is a handful, Leon Bailey's a handful. Their defense is decent, like Laporte and Thiago Silva, De Gea in goal. Like, it's a pretty impressive team to beat. And I don't 100% know, like, how good these guys are that are in teams of the week and things like that. But they've usually got a little bit of a boost above a regular player or just a regular gold card. We then lost 4-2, still on world-class difficulty to this toxic team. And I've just accidentally hit update opponents. They were good. They were pretty decent, but again, like, frustrating that we couldn't back it up and get 4 wins. We won the other 2 games, but they were against teams that were like 75 and 67 respectively. So we're in a lead at the moment. We'll continue playing this week and trying to get just as high as we can. If we can get somewhere between ranks 101 200 at some point, that would be fantastic. The other 2 games that we played, I think we won 7-1 and 10-2. So, like, we didn't get any clean sheets in the 4 games that we played either. It's a shame that I can't show them to you. Actually, I'm so annoyed that I did that. But the other thing that's happened is if you have a look at our coin balance, we've hit 100k. So we're going to jump in and see what players have been sold. All right, so I had quite a few players go, which is good. And then the players that were left, I've just gone through and put them in for like $1,000 buy it now price. If they didn't go out on the first round through, the likelihood is that they're not going to go for the total that we want them for. The reason I do that in kind of 2 lots is because there's a potential they may go for more than 1,000, which happens from time to time. But now I've just put everything back on for 1,000 and an hour. It's Sunday night. Pretty soon North America will get online and there's probably late night there. So like there's quite a few players I think will get picked up within the next hour or so. Otherwise, if you want to take a longer term view, just do them for a 24-hour period and then come back. But 107,000, is that enough to get our boy? Okay, it is. And I reckon we can also get potentially some positional changes for him as well. I'll show you guys what I mean. Let's take this one that's 100k and let's just buy it now. I don't want to drag it on too long. We've been desperate to get him. It's been across 2 episodes. I don't really want it to be above and beyond that. But now where do we play him? That's the big question that I've kind of got. All right, so here he is. He immediately becomes the best player in our squad by quite some distance. I think he's 9 points ahead of Diamante, who was the previous highest player. Now, here's where I'm torn. I see why he'd be a good striker. He's got good pace, he's got good shooting, good physicality, good dribbling. Passing's not terrible. His passing would actually probably be the best in the team. Where we're weak, or where I feel we're weak, so at the moment I really like that we've got, on the right-hand side, all right-footed players, McLaren, Ninkovic, Wilkinson, Grant, and Lecky. I nearly forgot to mention as well, I dropped Harvey Lopez and Economides, even though like numbers-wise they're higher. I just think Grant's a bit more mobile than Lopez, even though Lopez is a better passer. And I think Lecky's just a better finisher and better on his left foot. But both of them make regular appearances off the bench and stuff. That's why the team might have changed this last episode. But we've got all right-footed players on that right-hand side. We've got all left-footed players on the left-hand side. I don't really want to ruin that balance. So if you're going to ask me what I would do, I would play him here as the centre defensive mid alongside Diamante, because defensively he's quite good. If we have a look at his card properly, you can see the player work rate there. High attacking work rate, medium defensive work rate. That's pretty good for what he is. But if we compare him with Ninkovic, it's a low defensive work rate, and I think that does hurt us at some points. I take Ninkovic off more than any other player, and I only bring on Brandon O'Neill. It's not like I'm bringing on a fantastic player in that position. But I think I'm going to leave it to you guys. I might even put up a Twitter poll to let me know where you think I should play Cahill. If I should play him up front, and maybe if I do that, we try and get De Vea back in midfield in place of Ninkovic, to try and get our best player further forward to finish chances or at least create chances and, you know, be a bit of a header target in the box, I guess. Or because he is pretty good defensively, pretty good in terms of passing and pretty good in terms of pace and dribbling, do I try and get him in midfield and he becomes like our midfield enforcer and who we kind of build the team around? Because I think that would help us quite a bit as well. Defensively in midfield, we're very, very weak. So for the moment, let's put him in there just for now. It doesn't kill our chemistry or anything like that. And we'll put Ninkovic on the bench. And let's see how we go. We might give him a half a game in midfield, a half a game up front. And then at the end, you guys can let me know in the comment section below or in a poll over on Twitter where you guys think he should play. And I'll get the relevant position changes to actually get him in that position. We're going to play this team duel as well. 90 rating, but only 45 chemistry. So you'd hope we can get a good performance, regardless of him playing a little bit out of position, I guess. Their team is quite good. They've got the team with a weak Ronaldo out there, which is terrifying. And they're playing like a 4-2-4 with Mbappe up there as well. So this could be a bloodbath. We'll see how we go. I'll try and remember to commentate so that you guys actually get the games. But we've finally got Cahill, finally in the lineup. Now we just need to try and get a good result to kind of carry on or bring him into the team in the right way. This should also be fascinating to see how big like an influence team chemistry actually has, because they've only got 45 chemistry. But their players are quite good. They've got Messi on the left wing and I think Salah on the right wing. I feel like we've come up against this exact team about 5 times already. And we've not touched the ball yet, but conceded a corner, which is terrifying, to be honest. Alright, here we go. We've finally got possession back, albeit from a goal kick. Alright, first real chance. It's a terrible finish. I was just saying how much better Lecky is at finishing than Economides, and it's not a great finish from me. Oh, well, they've gotten goal side. Keeper's got to get up, and he does, thankfully. Just Mbappe. Sometimes if they place the ball in behind, there's no way I can get to him. Oh, it's a good save. So they've got Kante and Pogba in midfield. It's a very good squad. Can I get Diamante on the ball in forward positions? That would be fantastic. Can I get McLaren in? I can indeed, and we're 1 goal up. Good combination there. Diamante just playing the forward ball. De Villa squaring it back up. That's why I like having lefties on the left, righties on the right. You don't have to like cut back inside or anything like that. Here's the release. It's a good cut back inside, and he just finesses that one into the far corner. That's not the challenge. The challenge is I can't keep clean sheets. Oh, Jesus. And I'm not going to keep clean sheets if I give the ball away in areas like that. Here's Salah. Back to Pogba. Just stand him up, boys. Oh, Jesus. I don't know how I've gotten away with that. It's a good header away from Curtis Good. Oh, Jesus. Not a good place to give it away, and it's a great save from Federici. I'd really love for Matt Ryan to have a big week and get like a Team of the Week card, because we need a good goalkeeper. First real involvement from Cahill in the final third. He's just recycling possession, really. Should I fire off a shot with him or something? Let's get him in a good spot. I've given it away. I'm trying to force it too much. I need to pay attention with this team. And we'll give him 45 minutes up front. We'll see if he's much different. Alright, counter-attack here is on. Can I find McLaren? How's he done that? I shouldn't swear. I'm trying not to swear on the channel, but how has he overrun it? Alright, can I find Cahill? He's about there. Maybe I need to change the taker and get a right-footed player on it. I legitimately don't really have one. Alright, let's just try and get a ball towards backstick for Big Timmy. There he is. Oh, he's got nowhere near it. Alright, halftime called, and it's 1-0 up, but it's a sweaty 1-0 up. They've definitely had the majority of the chance. You see that, 38% possession and 2 shots. Actually, having said that, I should maybe even be 2-0 up based on that through ball that was, for whatever reason, McLaren wasn't able to get to. So we're going to make that change. We're going to put De Villa back into midfield. I'm not going to take him off just yet. And then we're going to try and get Cahill up front. They brought on Neymar at halftime, which is just as terrifying as Messi, to be honest. We've got goal side. Neymar scored. This is the challenge, right? Like, we're just so slow. All right, let's see how Timmy does. He gets the... Oh, I thought it was goal. I already thought it was in the back of the net. Good little turn, though. He's got, like, nice tight control. You can see here, he just beats Koulibaly off the first step. I feel like McLaren would have finished it, though. So we kind of already have a quick player up there that can beat a guy off the first step. At the moment, I've got De Villa playing as, like, a false 9. That's his, like, player role in that striker position. So I don't know if we'd leave it at that for Cahill or if we'd try and get him playing as a target man, which is obviously what he was the majority of his career. Oh, Jesus. Good save. They've brought on R9 Ronaldo now, so ridiculous team. All right, can I hang a ball up for Timmy? Oh, you can't get there. Oh, Lecky's gotten through. Can you find the finish? He's blazed over. That's on me. That's 100% on me. I was trying to find a way to lay it off to Cahill in case you didn't already figure it out. All right, might as well pause there and make subs. I'll take Lecky off just to get some fresh legs out there on that side of the pitch, and then I'll bring on Ninkovic for De Vea. And then what way are we facing? Where the right-hand side is the nearest side, so I'm going to get Lopez out there for Gran as well. Again, just fresh legs as we try and work some space down the right, and maybe Economides can hang a cross up for Cahill to attack, because that would be fantastic. I do think, though, I was having an easier time in midfield when Cahill was in there. I've just been tripped. If they get goal side here and score, I'll be furious. Offside, ref. Thank you, referee. All right, fresh legs of Economides. Can we get a good ball in? It's not a great ball. Ronaldinho's out there on the park. What is this team? How many subs are they allowed? Cahill, he found the finish. It's an excellent goal. That's an excellent, excellent goal. Can he do flips, though? And he gets a goal on his debut. I think we were, to be transparent, I think we was more stable when he was in the centre of the park, to be completely honest. But it is a good finish, and it is good off-the-ball movement. Now, can I try and just keep the ball for 20 minutes? That's going to be the big task as well. All right, we're into injury time, and I've kept the ball for 10 minutes. It's shit play, but magic of editing. You guys haven't had to sit there for it through it. And referee calls for time. Cahill gets the winning goal. That's basically what I was trying to push for. All right, excellent performance for our boy Timmy. I guess we jump into the outro at that point then. Grateful that we've got this card. My personal preference, I think, is to play him in midfield. I think it's just easier to defend having two players in there that both have medium defensive work rates. I think Ninkovic is great, but just doesn't win enough possession. Whereas Cahill, he can actually do a bit defensively. And I think that will help us out quite a bit. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Should I play him up front? Should I play him in midfield? If he's playing in midfield, who does he replace? If he's playing up front, who do you think he should replace? But really, more than anything, just thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate tremendous amount. I hope you guys are enjoying the FIFA content. We will probably not do this as a weekly episode forever. It may transition in and out as different informs and team of the week players and all that sort of stuff come in from the A-League, particularly once that season gets going. But for the moment, maybe next week we'll come back and do some division rivals, see if we can get ourselves out of Division 10 or Division 9 or whatever one you start in. But if you've got something specific that you guys want to see in terms of FIFA content, let me know in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to do stuff based on your feedback. But more than anything, thank you so much for watching. That's the part we appreciate the most. As always, I've been Sean, and I'll see you all again on the island.